Rinsing will do the trick, right? Many young elementary students do not entirely understand just how important the hand washing process is. They might think that simply rinsing one's hands will get rid of the germs on their hands. However, I hypothesize that my experiment will prove them otherwise. Scoot it back. Alright, there are a lot of different studies concerning germs and hand washing, such as what germs look like, what they are, what kind of infections and bacteria they cause. There are also many different children's books on the topic, such as Germs Are Not for Sharing by Elizabeth Verdict. My experiment is different because we will be able to see the different relationships between hand washing and germs. My question is, will a simple rinse of the hands be effective to stop the spread of germs? How effective is proper hand washing at stopping germs? I hypothesize that I will have less germs on my hands after correctly washing rather than I would rinsing. My independent variable is the hand washing. My dependent variable is the germs I spread on my hands my dependent variable, is the germs spread throughout the room, and my controlled variable will be the amount of germs I place on my hands. I am using today a tube of petroleum jelly, a black light, and paper towels to help clean up the process. We will also be using soap and water. Alright, so for the spread of germs, petroleum jelly is a good way to show students how germs show underneath a black light, because obviously we can't always see germs. So I took about a dollop size and I put it on my hands. I'm just going to do a quick spread. We are going to now turn off the light and see how much germs I have on my hands. Alrighty. Oh, we gotta close the door. Hold on. Alright, so looks like we got a good amount of germs in my hands. Okay? Everybody can see it? Okay. Alright, so my first part of the experiment is what a quick rinse will do in this situation. Turn on my water. I'm going to use medium luke water. I'm just going to quick rinse. Alright, quick rinse, quick rinse, quick rinse. I'm going to spread my germs. Alright, let's see how far they spread. So, first we're going to look at my hands. Looks like I didn't get hardly any of the germs off of my hands. That's kind of gross. Alright, what kind of things did I spread the germs around? Oh, I see it here and here. Looks like I left a really big mark there. And I also left a mark on my light switch. Alright, I'm going to do a quick cleanup so we can continue this process. Most students would really enjoy this experiment because it's hands-on and it's gross and dirty. And you know you're going to get the boys interested in this experiment. There are substances sold on Amazon called Germs Be Gone and Glow Germ, which has sparkles in the jelly so you can see exactly what the germs look like. Alright, moving on to step 2. Let's see how spread out my germs can get when I lightly wash my hands with soap and warm water. That will help. Alright, so we're going to turn off the light and see my germs. Okay? We're going to turn on the water. Use 1 pump of soap. And I'm going to lightly rinse and wash my hands. So that's a light rinse wash. This is what a lot of elementary students might do, that they might think that's what proper hand washing is. I see my 4th graders do it a lot. Alright, so I turned it off and I've spread it around. Let's see how much that did. So it looks like there is some left. I missed a great big bunch there. Okay, let's move on to our sink. Yeah, there's a lot less than there was with just rinsing, but it still looks pretty bad. All right. So obviously a light hand wash does not do the trick. We are still spreading our germs around. Now, as I said, a lot of the students will be doing this in their classrooms or in their bathrooms. So you really have to show them the difference of spreading the germs. All right. Now for the final process, I'm going to do another dollop of my jelly, and I'm going to really thoroughly wash my hands with warm water and soap, or lukewarm water, because I want it to be the same. So here we go. Put the jelly on my hands, spread it around a little bit. All right, and again, this symbolizes the germs we typically find on our hands. All right, here we are. Looks about right, looks about even as it was last time. But this time I'm going to thoroughly wash my hands. All right, so that's 1 dollop of soap again. Lukewarm water. And I'm going to thoroughly wash my hands this time. See how I wash over my hands and on my palms and in between my fingers? This is something we definitely want to teach our students how to do. Okay, and a rinse, you do the same motions. Okay? Just like that. All right, we're going to turn it off. We're going to spread our germs. I kind of made a mess of my sink this time. And we're going to touch the light switch. Hopefully I did a better job at washing my hands. Let's find out. Wow, hardly any of it is left, okay? Looks like I need to do a little bit better job of washing my front part of my hands. Let's see about the sink. I don't see much here or there of my handprint, all right? There's only a little bit left on my handle and only a little bit left on my light switch. Teaching students how to wash our hands is a great way to reduce the disease and spread of communicable diseases in our classroom. It's definitely something we're going to want to teach our students in our classroom. All right. So my findings, I found that when I thoroughly washed my hands with warm water and soap, it was the best way to alleviate the germs. I had a difficulty time washing my hands of the jelly because it's really, really thick. I bought this at Rite Aid, by the way, for those of you who want to use it later. So future questions I might have of what kind of germs are there? What kind of germs are there? It's okay. Slight technicality malfunction. What kind of germs are there in the world? What do they look like? And what kind of diseases can be produced by those germs? As far as the scientific investigations go, all right. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Okay, so science proficiencies, a concept, rinsing will do the trick. Inquiry, a lot of thought processes go along when you're doing a science experiment as to what steps need to be taken, whether it's a good question or not, and the nature of science is that science can be done formally and informally. Whereas I'm in my restroom right now and I had a question and I followed the steps of the scientific method. I researched it and I carried out the experiment and I stated my hypothesis. Students can do the same even if they're at the lower levels. Thanks guys, I really enjoyed my time.